Yeah, g'day YouTubers. Tinker O'Toole again here, another video. We took delivery today of the Husqvarna splitting axe. It weighs 2.8 kg in total, so the carbon fibre handle probably only weighs about 100 grams or so the axe head's probably about 2.65 kilo or something like that there. The length, 700 mil, a little bit short for me. I prefer 800 mil. But with any shorter handle splitting axe or maul, you're probably better off splitting on a log. Having a total height of probably slightly a bit higher than your knee. So a bit of a combination of a splitting log and the type of lengths that you're splitting. Because certainly if you split on the ground, 700 mil length is a little bit short. And it can be a little bit dangerous because you could strike your feet. So the actual shape of it is very, very similar. It's almost a carbon copy of the Fiscus. That's exactly what the Fiscus looks like. Except this is a little bit much wider than the Fiscus. And it was reasonably sharp, but I just ran the oil stone over the edge of it just to get it a lot sharper. And I split a few bits of timber with it, so just to test it out, just to make sure. That's pretty sharp. Straight handle, as I said, 700 mil in length. A little bit of an overstrike protector, better than nothing. Carbon fibre handle, I believe, or some polyamide. I think it's not carbon fibre. I think it's polyamide. So yeah, not a lot of weight in the handle. It's got not a bad feel. It's 2.8 kilos. It's got a bit of weight behind it for a medium-size log. And what I mean by a medium size, I think this is good for something up to about a foot, maybe a little bit bigger than a foot. Because the total weight is 2.8 kg. Whereas if you look at the still splitting axe, it's 2.5 kg. No, sorry. It's 2.8 kg, but it's got a total of... well over 3 kilos, could be 3.5, because you've got the large piece of metal overstrike protector that's quite heavy, and you've got a hickory handle that's a decent size. So yeah, I think it pushes well over 3.4 kilo or something like that, but that extra weight certainly helps. So we'll put this through the paces on the normal wood that I would split, which is fairly small grain fibre, iron bark, fairly hard to split. And we've got a few bits there that have got a few knots in them, so we'll try it on a few little pieces. It's certainly not the type of splitting axe that I would use on large rounds in excess of 600 mil or over 2 foot. If I was going to split anything that big, generally I use my hydraulic splitter, but I'd be using an 8-pounder, not something like this. But nonetheless, it is very well made. It's certainly well made, and we'll just run it through splitting a few rounds and see how we go. Okay, so we're going to test the Husqvarna 2.8 kilo splitting maul or axe. Axe it is actually. So it's a little bit of a short handle, but if you've got it sitting up on a log like this, it'll be okay. Well, that's not too bad because that had a knot in it. So yeah, pretty impressed with that. Short handle's okay. Yeah, it worked okay. So thumbs up. Yeah, this one's already got a little bit of a split in it. But anyway, we'll just try this again. Yeah. Look, if you... This is a little bit short And I'm not the first person that sort of mentioned to say that it's a little bit on the short side. It's okay if you put it on a block. If you don't have it on a block, it's getting close to your feet, so be aware of that. So typically I like something that's 32 inches, not something that's 28. This is 28 inches, 700 mil, something like that there. So overall, it's not my first one that I like the Husqvarna, the Stihl splitting axe. It's a little bit bigger than this, 800 mil, and it's got a better feel to it. Nothing wrong with this, but I wouldn't highly recommend it over the Stihl splitting axe. That's my take on it. Everybody's different. Certainly be a great little axe, splitting axe to go away camping. But yeah, it wouldn't be my everyday splitting axe. But anyway, nonetheless, it is what it is. This one's got a bit of a knot in it, so it's going to be interesting to see how it goes. Yeah, bounced off it. Yeah, not too bad. I'll just grab the other. Always when you're doing knots, you're going to get a lot of bouncing. We'll see how we go splitting this. It's liable to bounce a bit more. That's not too bad. You see the knot in that right down here. Yeah, there's the knot. Yeah, look, it's, I don't want to be too critical of it. It actually worked all right for that size timber. Yeah, it's not too bad, but as I said, I prefer the Stihl splitting axe. Stihl splitting axe, about the same weight, except the handle is a bit heavy because it's made out of hickory. This has got a total weight of 2.8 kilo. The carbon fibre would be lucky if it weighed 100 grams. Not much of a overstrike protector, but typically that comes to about there. So yeah, it's a different type of shape, wedge shape. Look, it certainly works as a splitting maul. There's no question about that, it works. It's just that for the same money, I think the Stihl Husqvarna, they're roughly about the same money. I paid 153 Australian dollars for that, and I think the Stihl Husqvarna splitting axe was about the same. And I'll have the Stihl splitting axe over this one, mainly because it's 100 mil longer, and it's got, with the hickory handle and the metal overstrike protector, it puts the weight up well over 3 kilos, way past this. So yeah, that's my favourite between the two. There's nothing wrong with this one, but it's not my favourite. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.